Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a finalization on my Beauty Bay palette. So I thought I'd wear some color today. This is actually Rixo for Target dress. It's unavailable, unfortunately. It's really cute. It's a little tight on me, but it's really cute. Very summery, very festive. So I thought I would do a quick little eye makeup look. And yes, I do have most of my makeup on because I wanted to try a different shape today. So we're going to finish my palette series of the Beauty Bay palettes. I have already done, let's see, I've done the earthy one. And then we did the berries one in my last video, so I will link those down below so you can see that. But today we're going to do Midnight. So it doesn't quite, honestly, like I feel like I should have worn something purple, but we're going to do this. I just felt like wearing this dress. I've been dying to wear it because it's really, really cute. It's a little on the tight side, but I am going to be working on losing weight, so this is incentive for me because I have like a little gap right there while I'm filming. It's so embarrassing, but right now is not the time to be really focused on my body appearance, I guess, and be critical of myself. But I want to lose some weight a little bit. I just need some help in the midsection. That's pretty much it. My chest is not going away. I was given that by my kids, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive right into this palette. We'll do swatches. I'll include swatches after this clip, of course, and then we'll go into it. Oh no, wait, I did swatches at the end of the video. We're going to do the same as we've been doing in these two videos. Swatches at the end because I want to see how it performs first. Let's get into it. Alright, so I do have my mascara on and all that because I just wanted to see something. I wanted to kind of play with a different method of putting on my eyeshadow. Let's see. Try and do a rounder shape on my eye so that I don't do the angle. I just wanted to do something a little bit more subtle with the last palette. Not subtle, but like something a little bit different than what I usually do. So we're going to go ahead and start. My eyes, of course, are primed and set. We're going to go in with, we're going to use blues, we're going to use the purples. I wanted to do a double eye, but I kind of want to save it for my next palette review. Do note that I am probably going to slow down on the palettes because I just don't know what else there is that really appeals to me, and I'm trying to lessen my makeup collection just so that I have ease of mind for myself because I'm overwhelmed with a lot of makeup. So a lot of the stuff that I have had that I haven't opened, I'm giving them to my family members that are like my niece. She took a bunch of my vegan palettes, so it's just that time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dive into the blue section. I'm going to do blues. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do blues on the top, purples on the bottom. How about that? I would have done a double eye, but I don't want to do a double eye because that's very, very typical of me. We're going to start with Denim, which is this dark blue here. And, ooh, that's got a lot of kick. Maybe, no, we'll see how this works. I've been playing, like, I've been doing a lot of intense looks lately just because that has just been my thing. But on weekends I get a little bit more fun with it, but on weekdays I don't. I try and subtle it up a little more. So far so good. So far so good. We're good here. We're going to take, Cerulean. These are super pigmented, let me tell you. But I wanted to have some fun with some color, but not too much. Oh, look at that gap. It could be just how my eyes are primed. I probably need a stickier base because I usually don't set my eyes. I'm like, what am I trying to do here? I usually don't set my eyes, so this could be an issue. So, to be honest with you, I'm actually going to wipe the makeup and the eyeshadow off my eye here. Because I feel like, oh my god, I don't want to rub my eye this hard. I feel like I need a stickier base with these ones. It's just the way, my eyes have been dry too because of the allergies, so keep that in mind. Where is my eyeshadow primer? I'm going to use my Glamlite eyeshadow primer, and I apologize if this video ends up being super long. I don't want it to be, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We're going to put on a not super tacky base, but somewhat tacky base. And that's the Glamlite Icing eyeshadow primer. Because this does work really well without setting it. So we're going to just start this over again. Back in with Denim. Oh, that's much better. That is way better. Oh my god, that's so much better. Sometimes it's all in the prep of your eyes. That'll determine a palette. So if it doesn't work for you the first time around, I would recommend trying a different method on how you put your base. I see a lot of girls do looks that are very, what do you call it? They're very like, they'll do concealer and then set it, and I feel like that does not work for me. So we're going to go ahead and do this shade here because I put cerulean on the crease, and then we're doing Mist. This is Mist. So Mist is actually going to blend out those edges. I'm trying to do this round. My hand wants to do an angled look, and I'm like, nope, refrain. This is just going to help blend things out. I'm going to go back in with Denim because I feel like this needs a little more. And the fallout isn't really bad actually, which is great if you put on your eyeshadow after. You know, I've been getting in like a routine. I've become that person. See, on camera, why does it look patchy? And it's not. In person, it's not. Maybe just the way it shines. It's not patchy, I promise you. In person, it's not patchy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on. Yeah, but you just have to, like, I get in a routine, and then I don't want to try new methods out. That's really sad on my part. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try this, because I haven't done this in a while. We're going to spray. This is my Estee Lauder setting spray. Spray a brush. And dip into a shimmer. We're going to shimmer with Sky, because that's the lightest blue. But we're going to put Sky right in the inner corner. Oh, it's pretty. I might do purple on the other eye, but then I'm like, I don't want to be weird looking. I just want something simple. Okay, and then we're going to put Potion, which is this shimmery blue here, in the middle. Typically I use my finger, that just works for me, but this is working alright. I mean, Beauty Bay palettes are unreal in pigment. Unreal. And I know a lot of people have reviewed these palettes, which is fine. I may be tardy to the party, but I really don't care because I'm like doing what I'm doing. I don't have the time like everyone else does. This is not my full-time job. My full-time job used to be cosmetics. Now it is working with the university. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely miss cosmetics. I miss it. But nonetheless, I'm pretty happy because I get to see my daughter a lot more. We're going to dive into the purples for the lower lash line because I am not cutting this up. So far, no fallout, which is great. I know I need to put a brow bone shade as well, but I will do that soon. So we're going to just take a flat brush like this, and we're going to go ahead and dive into, ooh, I want this vivid one, this iris shade. The other looks I went really like intense with it, but this one I just kind of want to do something that maybe I could wear to work. So we'll just stamp that there. And then we're going to use a lighter shade, well, light-ish. I feel like we can do Jellies, which is this one here. It's like a nice lightish, medium, shimmery purple. Oh yeah, that works good. I mean, I'm not going to use much of the purple. And then we're going to get into a medium-ish purple. Well, you know what? Let's do Catch. It's kind of a darker lavender. And that'll work to buff everything out. Actually, we're going to dip into Lavender, which is another shade. It's a little darker. We're just going to buff that. And this is a typical look that I do use or do wear all the time. I'm actually going to dip into Voodoo, which is that eggplant color, because I really need to put some depth here. And then I'll just kind of dip into, I'm going to actually dip into, what is this? Electric here. It's like kind of like a, and you'll see in the swatches, multi-chromal type deal. Eggplanty purple. Now I'll mix a little bit of Jellies in that to kind of lighten it. And of course I'll just, without product, I'll just kind of lightly buff those edges. Perfect. And then we're going to go back in to Mist, which is that light blue, because I really want this kind of buffed into the purple. Alright, we do need a brow bone shade, which this does not have. I'm just going to use a Maybelline Fit Me powder, because why not? Now don't get me wrong, cosmetics is still pretty important to me in my life. It's a way to express myself. It's a really good way to express myself. But right now it's just not top priority, I guess. That's why I haven't really gone around to what I'm supposed to get around to in videos. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Alright, I believe I need a liner, so I'm actually going to clean off my flat brush here, and I'm going to dip into Hex, which is that black shade. And we're just going to stamp this on the top lash line and use it as just a liner for the shape of the eye. And it did do a little kickback just because I'm packing it a little bit more densely. Alright, we need an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use Gleam. Actually, I'm going to use a mixture. Well, Steel is too dark. Yeah, we'll use Gleam. Right there. Using my finger. We're just going to pop that on. I really am liking this new method. It's working out for me. Yeah, I haven't done the other side, but that's okay. I'm just going to actually get my Estee Lauder pencil liner. This is the Double Wear Infinite Waterproof. And I'm just putting that in the waterline to finish it off. I mean, I could do a reverse with the purple on top and the blue on the bottom, but I don't know what I want to do. I really top as the bottom, except we're using the purples. So we're going to start off with this shade, Voodoo, which is an eggplant purple. And I am using the same brush because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to, and I cleaned it off as much as I could with my color switch thing. But we'll see which eye look we like. And then we're going to take Iris, which is this, on the camera it looks so washed out, but in person it's like a vivid purple. Like a vivid violet purple. And see, the only time I have time to film is either after work or on the weekends. So it's very hard for me to film. Do Catch, which is that lighter lavender shade to kind of blend it all together here. This one does have a pretty light shade in here in the purple section. So we're going to pick that one up. That one's Tranquil. It's kind of like a baby pink. The purples you do have to work a little harder to blend just because they're hard colors to make. They really are. And then we're going to take a little bit more of Iris. Just need a little bit more of that purple there. See, it just comes out as a darker purple, not necessarily a, what do you call it? Not necessarily a eggplant purple or bright purple, just a regular purple. Well, that's good. Right, we're going to go ahead and get a shade here. I'm going to do the same, spritz this with some Estee Lauder Satin Refresh. And we're going to dip into Jellies. Jellies is that one we used on the lower lash line. Oops, I still have blue on there. I don't know why I picked up that brush. We're going to use our finger. Why not? Okay, and then we'll dip into Electric. That one is a deeper, kind of like multi-chromal purple. Alright, and then we're going to get back that color. So we're going to dip into Voodoo. And just kind of fluff it in there. Oh, I do notice some patchiness right there. That's okay. Happens. Alright, lower lash line time. Clean off my angled, or my flat brush. Dip into Denim. And just stamp that. We're patchy on this eye on the bottom because I did not prep this eye accordingly. I could tell already. It's not the shadow at all. I tell you what, this shadow is amazing. It does not disappoint. Alright, we're going to do... Actually, I'm going to do... I haven't used Bubbles yet. Or Steel. I think we're just going to omit those two, to be honest with you. Okay, we're going to get this color here. That one is Potion. Potion's going to go in the inner portion here. And then we're going to buff this out with a little bit of Cerulean and a little bit of Mist. So we're going to mix those two to kind of make that medium bluish shade. Just buff it out. Now I do notice I was getting a little heavier handed on this eye because I'm rushing. There was a bit of fallout. That's okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do Stamp the Black on the lid, just like we did the other eye. I mean, this is kind of like, it takes me longer to do a double eye than just do a regular one. So this might not be my everyday for work. Alright, we're going to take Sky, which is the lighter blue, and we're going to pop that in the inner corner. Need a little bit more of purple. Perfect. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of refresh the mascara, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything looks clear. Alright guys, so it turned into a Lydia look, that's for sure. So I did something a little bit more subtle, a little bit brighter, something different. Because usually I save my palette that I think I'm going to love the most for the most intense look. Now, let's go ahead and rate these. Well, yeah, we'll rate these already. Why not? So we'll start off with the Earthy palette, and I will insert right here my look that I created for that. And of course the link will be down below for that video. It's just a speed run of how I created the look. So far, I do like it. I do wish, though, that there was more of a, not a mint color, but like a lighter green. Like this one is your citron green, but I feel like it's not light enough. I kind of wanted like a neon green in there for some reason. When do I not? Alright, my favorite color has to be this one. And this one, and yeah, this is going to be your neon green, but however, it's a shimmer. I'd wanted a matte. I liked the look I came out with. It's a very beautiful look. It's very, me. Of course, I did try a different method in that one as well. I was more on the, what do you call it? I was trying to do a halo eye the way I don't usually do one, where I don't close the lid down. I actually, left it open and put the shimmer higher, which I liked, but then I didn't like, so it's just something about comfort. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to eyeshadow looks. I mean, I know this is pretty comforting, but, you know, I try some looks that are just a little bit different. I feel like this palette actually is a really nice dupe of the Jeffree Star's Blood Money palette. I felt like that palette was way too bulky after a while. I couldn't just have it in my drawer. It was hard to display in my case, you know, like my bookshelf. I was just like, I mean, not hard to display there, but it's chunky and it's kind of like annoying. And I want to be able to take these, like say I go to visit my family for a weekend and I want to be able to take that that palette with me to create like a fun green look, because I'm very like, I will do intense makeup when I'm visiting family because I'm not working, I am doing, you know, just chilling, but my makeup is on point. So I loved the look I came out with this one. It blended really well. It did a really good job. This one, if you wanted the Blood Money palette, I know they have more shades in there that this one probably doesn't have, but this one would be an excellent dupe. And apologies if you heard some sirens. It's a residential area. I don't know why they don't turn them off. I don't know the rule. But anyways, yes to this one if you love greens and you've been wanting to get your hands on a nice emerald green palette. This is very good. The earthy one is super awesome. And do check out Make Me Up Missa. She is a hoot to watch. That's where I kind of like was like, I need that palette because she swatches like beautiful. I will link her channel down below. She doesn't know I'm doing this. She doesn't know who I am. I'm just a lonely mom YouTuber. Not really, this isn't my career. I mean, I love that people can make it out of a career. Unfortunately, I cannot because I need to pay my bills and this is just, I don't have enough subscribers. But like, I enjoy certain YouTubers and she's one of the ones that I watch religiously just because I don't comment much because I'm very like quiet about it. I just love watching her do makeup. It's amazing. It's amazing. Alright, moving on. We're going to go into the Berries palette. Now that look I really like. Ooh, pop it up right here. So we're going to pop up that look right there so you can see it. Love this palette, and you know I hate pinks. You know I hate pink. But this palette, unfrickin' real. Dupe Pink Religion. So if you hadn't gotten your hands on Pink Religion and you don't want to spend the money on the Jeffree Star products, because I do feel like his products are super pricey, but you wanted that palette. It's cute because it is a Bible-like book. It's cute, but it's hard to travel with. It really is. It's a lot less bulkier than his other palettes. And I know I'm not knocking his brand at all. I absolutely love the formulas. They're really good. But if you're looking to save some bucks, Beauty Bay is a good one. You do have to wait longer, but it's worth the wait. I really do think so. Awesome palette. Favorite shade. Ugh. This one right here, that one is Daiquiri. It's so good. Let me tell you. It is so good. It's just gorgeous. So the look I did create for the berries. That one was fun. I liked it. I actually did it for Mother's Day. That was probably one of my favorite looks I've done. My skin was just a little bit dry and flaky that day, so I wasn't digging it. But the look I created was actually 2 different eyes with the angle, and I used this section and this section. Now, I feel like that's a repeat. It is a bit of a repeat in each palette, you know? It's got a section here you could use and a section here. So this would be like your olives, your bright greens, warm greens. This is more mints and regular greens. So I can see that you can create 2 different looks with that. Same with this one. This one was more on but you do have some cranberries over here because it was like a nice blood red cranberry. It reminded me of Muse from Lime Crime. And then you've got this deep purple. So I did like one eye purple, one eye pink. And I really enjoyed it. I absolutely loved this palette. And as you can see, it works as a good blush. And my favorite shade is Daiquiri. With the Midnight palette, you've got your blue section and you've got your purple section. This one's a little bit more prominent than the other 2 palettes where you can see the division of sections. Honestly, the purples are really nice. I just didn't prep the corner of my eye correctly. That's why there's like a little bit of a patch there. But the purples are super purple, super vivid. I love this shade here. This one is Electric, and it's a nice purpley shade. Of course, you'll see the swatches towards the end of the video. I enjoyed the blues. Denim was super blue. And it's all in the prep. Like I tell you, my prep has to be a little bit of a tacky base, dark color straight on. I can't set my eyes, as you saw in the beginning of this whole thing. Just didn't work. It was patchy already. So that's the issue that I have. You can't, for my eyes, I'm dry. I'm almost 40. I'm not dry around my face. I'm dry on my eyes these days. And I've been using a lot of eye creams. I use the Advanced Night Repair Eye. I use the Revitalizing Supreme Eye Balm. I use moisturizing, firming eye creams. So I do prep my eyes accordingly. It's just as I'm getting older, my eyes are just not as oily as they used to be. But throughout the day, sometimes they can be a little bit oily depending on if I put a moisturizing setting spray over them, then I'll get the creasing. But that's when I over moisturize. But nonetheless, when I first put makeup on, that's when I'm a little bit drier than usual. So when I set my eyes, which I used to do a long time ago, when I set my eyes, it just does not work for me. It does not work. So it is more of a issue with, how could I say? It's more of an issue with the prep in the eyes. So if you have oily eyes, set it. Try it setting like that. Or even try the P. Louise eyeshadow base. That stuff is awesome. I still have mine somewhere. I think it's in my travel bag because I carry it with me everywhere. But it's matte but tacky. Same with the Glamlite one. It's matte but tacky, so that works when I put color straight on. But if you're super, super oily in the lids, set it a little bit with a translucent powder. Maybe that'll work. And then you start with your transitions. Whatever you do to do your eyeshadow, that's what I'm saying. My way of doing it is to put this one and put straight on eyeshadow. That's just I have to work from the darks to the lights. I've tried the crease. I used to do the crease in the past. Can't do it anymore. But anyways, nonetheless, you saw how it worked out. Honestly, they blend really beautifully. The shimmers are just gorgeous. I do wish there was a lighter blue, because this blue, although it's a baby blue, on my skin, when I blend it, it's a little bit darker than what I would like. I did not get to use a couple shades. So they were Bubbles and, ooh, that's pretty, and Steel, which is that silver. So they're really, really pretty. Honestly, like, Bubbles by itself would be amazing, because then you have yourself a really nice sparkly blue. I mean, it's very hard for me to find really pretty blues, and that is a gorgeous blue. I love that blue, and I love navy blues. Like, the best navy blue I've ever found is the Natasha Denona palette, and I think I have it in my travel bag here. I always take like a palette with me just to kind of like touch up if I have to go somewhere after work. But this guy, it looked black in the pan, but it's navy blue, and it's a gorgeous navy blue. So I love that one, and I love blues in general. Blues, and purple is not my favorite color, but purple is a really pretty color for brown eyes, and I feel like this does make my eyes pop. Is that pretty much it? I mean, this shade, so pretty. I almost want to wear it as a blush. Let's try it. I mean, it's like NARS 2.0. Oh, that is pretty. I do like to sometimes use my shades in my palettes as a highlighter, but I've never really like used one as a blush. So we're gonna use that, and then, oh my god, Cloud. Unreal. I know this isn't the palette I'm using today, but Cloud reminds me of Barb. Just a little bit more subtler. Barb from the Amrezy palette in one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. So Amrezy Anastasia. So yeah, the berries, really pretty. I actually really enjoyed this palette. Pinks actually look very flattering on me, so I was surprised this one was my favorite so far. But yeah, do check out that video. I'll link it down below. Do highly recommend the berries, especially if you're looking for something like the Pink Religion palette, but don't want to spend the money. Pretty good for that. Next. Midnight, what I have on my eyes, what we played with today. Midnight, it's beautiful. I did something more subtler in my realm. Oh, and then the berries. These palettes, I will be continuing to create looks with these on the weekends, of course. Maybe during the day. I have an office job, and I try and subtle it a little bit more just because I kind of like it. I'm getting into a little bit more of natural looks. Surprising, right? Shocker. But I still like to have fun. It's okay to have fun occasionally, but then when you're feeling natural, do it. There is no right or wrong or box you need to belong to when it comes to makeup. Makeup is artistry, it's fun, it's a hobby, it's whatever. But I will be slowing down a lot of my eyeshadows because I have way too many eyeshadows right now where I'm getting a collection that's just becoming unbearable. So the ones that that are expired, long expired, I still have my Electro palette, that's how sad that is. Those actually I'm using for my art pieces. So I am actually repurposing used makeup for my art, and it works. But yeah, we'll be slowing down a little bit. If I do see a palette that I absolutely can't resist, I might get it. But I'm a palette junkie. I absolutely love collecting these. But I enjoyed all three of these palettes. If you have not picked them up, they're available on beautybay.com. Amazing, amazing quality. You saw in my other palette videos where it was the Wilderness palette, the Age of Opulence, and then of course Love Notes. Those three are my favorite. And thank you to Make Me Up Missa. If you're watching this, or if you ever watch this, that would be great because I love your accent. I absolutely love your eyeshadow looks, and you are just hilarious. Funny, amazing. You got me addicted to Beauty Bay. I'm addicted to these because, I mean, you had the big ones, and I thought that was way too much for me. These are perfect 16 pan. They even have 9 pan ones. So if you don't want this much color and you want just a little bit, a sliver of it, then get the 9 pan. They're cheap. They're like $7. Sometimes they have deals. I got mine, these were $11 a piece, by the way, $11 a piece, but then there was this deal where it was buy two, get one free, or something like 3 for $21, something like that. I can't remember exactly because it did take a long time to get to me because it comes from the UK, but this was only $22 for 3 of these. That's when I'm like excited about eyeshadow, when it's a deal like that. So if you haven't tried Beauty Bay, I highly recommend their website. They are an amazing brand. Honestly, they're cruelty free and they're vegan. So for my niece, check out Beauty Bay if you want to save a good buck. Alright, so that's the end of my palette series for Beauty Bay. I wanted to do tutorials first and then kind of go over the palettes, and I'm so sorry this video is super long. I had so much to say and I haven't filmed in a while, so I'm like, you know, I have so much to say, but absolutely recommend the Beauty Bay palettes. If you haven't checked out Make Me Up Missa, I will link her channel down below because honestly, she is super, super creative and artistic. It's unreal. I kind of want to paint her now because she's got beautiful eyeshadow looks. Beautiful eyeshadow looks. Because I'm an artist and I'm actually getting more into my art, so I think I might take one of her looks and make a piece. I don't know, just kind of inspired by the colors or something. But anyways, next palette video I plan to film. I finally got my hands on this. The Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I almost got the Dollhouse one, but I was like, I need neons, man, and there's some neons in the Surge palette, so stay tuned for that one. I'll review that next. So thank you guys so much for watching this channel, and I hope you enjoyed my son actually popping onto the channel. It was really fun to film with him. He's super big on YouTube. He loves YouTube, and I wanted to let him have some fun, you know? It was a lot of fun. It's a nice activity for both of us to connect, and it's great. It's nice mom and son bonding time. But I will continue to try and do more makeup looks on my channel. I know I've been running behind on a lot of my makeup looks and a lot of my stuff, but I am trying to get back into it. Do note I do work full-time. I work an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday job, so I don't always have the luxury of time, and I've been trying to divide my time with my kids, my husband, and of course time for myself, which includes art. So yeah. And anyways, if you are liking, I mean, this dress is so freaking cute. It's like a peasant style dress, but this, you can find it on eBay. You can find it on Poshmark. That's where I found mine. Because this, I collect Target pieces. And if you want a Target collection video updated, let me know in the comments down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!